Mike is a very healthy man, and he was experiencing some odd things in his throat and chest. It was 5 years ago this fall.
Why would I think I was going to be anybody who had a problem? There's no family history of it. Started having some strange things happening.
He had taken a couple tests. It came back that he had a very severe blockage.
There's a big segment here where it narrows down to an hourglass. It involves a couple of arteries here.
We were completely taken by surprise, because he's never, ever had any heart problems, ever.
And we got a phone call saying that they thought we ought to come and see the cardiologist right away the next morning.
And he said, well, what do I do about, the lump in my throat right now? And they said, well, I think you better get in the car and head right to the hospital. And so they did open heart surgery.
And that was my introduction to the community hospital.
We first got to know Mike and Ann, not unlike how we get to know many people in our community, and that is as grateful patients. Mike came into our hospital and underwent open heart surgery here at the community hospital.
If we could stay here, we wanted to, but we were brand new from Minneapolis, St. Paul, and didn't really know anybody or anything.
We had just moved into the house probably maybe 6 months prior.
We had heard good things about this hospital, but that's different than when they say you have open heart surgery now.
And I had a second opinion from another physician here in the community, said it'll be a piece of cake.
And so we believed that.
Afterwards, everything was absolutely perfect. The procedure had been done perfectly.
This is after he came back.
Mike had a great outcome and said, how is it we can help carry on the tradition that was started with Bill and Suzanne Tyler? And they made a very generous gift to the hospital in support of our cardiac programs as well.
Well, this donation really allowed us to finish the last aspect of our heart program, our Tyler Heart Institute. The last block that needed to be put into place that we didn't have here before was to have an electrophysiology laboratory and an electrophysiology program. What it does is to allow us to safely map certain arrhythmias or certain abnormalities of heart rhythm. Patients would have to leave the community for that form of treatment otherwise.
Mike and Ann have been stalwart supporters of the hospital. Mike has been serving on our Peninsula Primary Care Board as well.
I have a business background, and once I realized what is good care, what I needed to have done, how important it was, it becomes an interest. The Hospital Foundation underwrote a clinic program in both Carmel and in Marina. And it's been interesting to see, first of all, what is the medical business, but to see the actual growth and the success.
There was a shortage of primary care physicians in the area, a shortage of access to primary care, and a lot of that did have to do with lack of coverage for certain insurance plans. So about 2/3 of our population that we see here are Medicare patients. And that's a very large percentage. That's a larger percentage than most communities see.
Anything urgent?
Very impressive from where I come from to sit on the outside, and I think it's just a great asset for the community that perhaps the community's not aware of.
It really is remarkable to see how someone can move here and in no time immerse themselves in community activities and in supporting important institutions here on the peninsula.
We felt that somebody had taken this hospital to this level ahead of us. So when we needed it, it was there. So we're very grateful, when you get your life back. And we thought, well, we couldn't put it somewhere that it would be better utilized.